Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, we will gonna see how can we find out the factorial of a very large number, for example 50 or 100 or even 1000 using a class called BigInteger in Java. So let's get started. So first we will write our traditional factorial method. So let's see using this method how far we can go. So likewise public static long factorial. So this method will take integer as an input. So we'll pass an integer as an argument, and then we run a loop on it. It's a simple loop, that is factorial is equal to factorial into I. Okay, now what this for loop will do, this for loop will keep on multiplying until and unless the value of I becomes num. I will start from 2 and it goes up to I will not greater than num. When it will equals to num, this will stop, and this method will return a long. Basically that's long is the factorial, the final value of the factorial. So let's call this function, let's call this method in our main method. So for this we will have to take input from user. So let's take the input. So for taking the input, I'm using a class called scanner. So scanner equals new scanner, and we are taking the input from our system console. So I will write system.in in it. Yeah. So now we will print the return value from our factorial method. So for that we have to call it. So let's write it factorial, and we have to pass a parameter to it. So scanner dot next int is what it will do. It will pass an integer into the method, and let's run this. Okay, it's building the program. Okay, so let's enter a known value first. So let's start with 5. We know that the factorial of 5 is 120. Yeah, it's working good. So now let's go for a bigger number. This time 10. Yeah, working great. Let's go for 20. Yeah, that's cool. What if we do 21, one step further? Okay, here you can see that the output is a negative number. That means it exceeds the maximum value of long. So this is a common problem. Yeah, by using our primitive data type, we can't print beyond factorial 20. So to solve this problem, let's write another method using BigInteger. So let's find the factorial of 100. Yeah. So let's start it. Write it public static. Yeah, here we are using BigInteger. Yeah, BigInteger, and I name it factorial 100. It's cool, factorial 100. So it is taking input integer as an input. So rest of the things are common. We are using our traditional for loop for like looping and incrementing, for the incrementing purpose. So incrementing the value of the result, basically the factorial value. So I is equal to 2, I less than equals number, and I plus plus. And what, oh sorry, I have forgot to initialize it, the big integer. Actually we have taken the big integer to store the value of the factorial. So big integer fact equals big integer dot 1. So so the factorial value is initialized with big integer 1. So that is basically 1. Basically it will start, the factorial will start from 1. So now we have to multiply it with I, and we have to loop it again. So we will write fact dot multiply, and we have to call the class big integer, yeah, big integer dot value of I. Yeah, that's correct. So but many might be thinking that like why we can't do like fact star equals I, why we are doing this. So let's write it, let's comment it first. Yeah, so what if we write it in a traditional way? Yeah, you can see that IntelliJ is giving us an error, that is required type big integer but provided int. So we can't use our traditional way. So we have to, if you are using big integer, we have to follow this procedure. Then it's pretty easy, we will return the value of factorial. Yeah, so I think we are done in the function. Yeah, so let's call it now in our main method. So system.out.println factorial 100 scanner dot next int. So let's pass a parameter into it. Yeah, scanner dot close. Yeah, we have to close the input. Yeah, we're building, the program is building. So let's try with 21. Yeah, 21 is printing. Let's go for a higher number, for example 50. Yeah, 50 is cool. A much higher number. Yeah, 100. Yep, we have successfully executed the factorial of 100. Let's a bit higher. For example 1000. Yo, yeah, you can see that it's a very large number. So so using our traditional or using our primitive data types, it is not possible to find, actually it exceeds the limit of the data type, so it is not possible to go beyond 20. But for finding a large factorial, large number factorial of a large number, we can use the big integer library. So so by following this procedure, we can find out the factorial of very large numbers. So that's all. Thank you.